something of my country, whether it is the language or the croissant or the or whatever you might have loved in France. No, I'm very impressed. Once again, I didn't expect this. A few weeks ago, we had a meeting. I organized a event at the embassy for the alumni. And I hope that you will all join our network of alumni. You can register, I think, online, and there are already 600 members. So I really hope that Kano will be a big representative of. You can even, create a section inside the alumni. That would be lovely. So no, I'm quite moved and quite proud. It would be also very important for all those who are actually now, those who went to Royan and are now teaching French in academies or schools or that, to reach out to Magali here. Magali is our attaché for cooperation for the French language, and she's also the director of the French Institute in Nigeria. And we really want to, tighten our relation and our cooperation with Nigerian universities to, partner with the teachers who are teaching French, the professors teaching French here. So. It's really important if you can set your contact and share your ideas as to how we should do this. Look forward to that. I also wanted to mention to all of you guys is that we have a French Alliance Française here in Kano. And I think maybe you know it, maybe you don't know it, but we need to revive it because it's not working that well. I think it was hit hard by the pandemic and COVID. But if when I see you, so many of you, having been to France, we would love to have, organize more things, more events with the Alliance Française, and also to showcase, the opportunities that studying in France, or even learning French could offer to young people. And so we would really love to be able to cooperate with you all and to do things together. So please, if we can have your contacts and if you can share your ideas as to how we could do it. And you have to be, Excellency, you have to be nice with those on this side because they didn't necessarily do their curriculum in France in French.
They all did it in English.
Exactly. So I do hope that they did catch up in the Francophone environment, but I know that most of you studied it in English. And that's one of the specificities of the French higher education system, is that actually we have 1,600 curriculums that are taught in English. And I think, and now that I see that you all were there, I hope it was a positive and beneficial experience for you all, and that you also could be some kind of ambassadors promoting, the relationship, the bilateral relationships between our two countries, but also promoting studies in France. It is Sébastien here, si vous voulez bien vous lever, who is in charge of these aspects. So please reach out to him. So once again, really, Excellencies, thank you so much, Honorable, for this very kind and thoughtful initiative. I appreciate it very much, and I hope we'll interact a bit. My only regret, if I may, and you will understand immediately why I expressed it, is that I think we are only 3 women in this room. So, where are the women?
No, we are women. But they couldn't make it.
Okay. But I hope that in the future, if we renew
One of them graduated. I think there was Aisha Maigari.
There's three ladies.
Three ladies.
Three ladies.
Okay.
But they couldn't
Still,
make it.
gentlemen, admit it's a minority. So, as a French female ambassador, I have to express this. So I will, and I hope that in the new programs of scholarships or joint cooperation in academic, scientific fields, we will tend to have more ladies. So thank you all once again really for being here. We really appreciate your efforts and your time coming here to meet us, and I hope that we will once again see you, a lot of you, in the future. Thank you.
Let me use just a little of the protocol. I'm very happy to be part of this session. What I would like to add is that now that the French ambassador is here, it's a very rare opportunity. So during this session, a kind of interactive session, can we take just one or two people from both sides? If there is anything that you would like to speak with the ambassador on, open up, say your mind. You understand what I'm saying? It is a rare opportunity for you to sit down with the ambassador. Now that we are here, you have been to France, you have benefited from a good gesture of the French people. You were there, you have your experiences, and possibly you have your ambitions and aspirations as to what you have studied there. Just one or two people from this side and this side. It's an interactive session. If you want to say something to the ambassador, say it.
Yes, go ahead. Mohammed, you earlier said you wanted to say something. Nominate someone on your behalf.
Bonjour à tous. Once again, I would like to thank His Excellency for giving us this rare opportunity to say our mind. As he has already said, this is just a rare opportunity ever since we finished this program. Even though our contract with the French government has not elapsed, we still have almost 4 years. But unfortunately, the program stopped. So before we go into details, I will seize this opportunity to thank the entire Kano State government for giving us this rare opportunity. It is a privilege for us to be part of those that were sponsored to France to study masters and PhD. At the same time, I will seize this opportunity to talk to both parties, which is French government and the Kano State government, that this program started in 2016 with the first set. We have the second set, third set, and the fourth set. The first set, we were 10 that went to France. And out of the 10, 5 were opportune to finish their masters and were awarded PhD. After which, the program started having some issues. At this juncture, I would like to thank Honorable Gaba for his fatherly contribution. I must say that we are really proud of him. He's not just a member of the representative, he's also a father to us because he was among the initiators of this program. Secondly, I will also use this opportunity to thank the former Deputy Governor, which is Professor Hafiz Abubakar. He has also played a key role as a father. Then Dr. Bakari Ado Hussein has also contributed. Lastly, I will not finish without mentioning the contribution of Barrister Muhimma Gajin, which when we were into financial problems, because, Your Excellency, I have to say this before you, at the time there was a camp, they sent money to us, but unfortunately the money disappeared. We have to involve anti-corruption, which up to now I believe is not all the money that we have got. So our challenge now is that this program is train the trainee. You will be trained and come back to Nigeria to impart this knowledge on the younger generations. Because of that, we were sent to France to study master and PhD, and alhamdulillah, most of us here are here impacting the knowledge on the younger generation. So the target was to send people for masters, after which they will continue with PhD. But many of us, as you can see here, they only finished their masters. They were not able to continue with the PhD, which will be another plus if this government will take it, will chip in and renegotiate the previous contract, because the contract is still there, 5 years contract. But due to the problem, which I may not say the reason, that the previous administration, everything just stopped. So we are calling on this administration of Jakadaiyar to please come into our rescue. Everybody knows that this government is government of nothing but education, education, education.
Assalamu alaikum. Je pense que je vais parler en français. Excellency, with your permission, I would like to speak in French.
No, why not? Because he has to listen. Not only speak in English.
Okay, sir. First of all, we would like to extend our utmost appreciation to, first of all, our father, His Excellency, for bringing this initiative. This has made Alhamdulillah Kano shine all over the world. Just last month, one of us won the international translation competition all over the world, defeating Francophones in translation from one language. The one that I said is working with foreign affairs. And Alhamdulillah, I too, thanks to the training we have received in France, we are now working in so many places. Last year I was at the African Union Summit. I translated from 2 countries, Namibia and Mozambique. Alhamdulillah. So I would like to call on the embassy, Excellency Ms. Ambassadrice, to please provide the already existing MOU between the Kano State and the French embassy to continue training the French teachers alongside the scientific and academic researchers. Because, as you have said, there is a French alumni club. Last year, I won the competition organized by the Campus France, which is what is France to me. I won the competition. It's a picture, just the picture that I took in behind me was Eiffel Tower. I said after Friday prayers, I strolled to the Eiffel Tower and I took it, alhamdulillah. So if Kano State teachers are trained, this is the way that we will be able to bring you more scientific research and others. Because without the language, there's always tend to be a barrier, as you can see. We have a lot of us here who have done the first degree, some have done their masters. So please, we are looking for more scholarship places for masters and PhD in France. That's what I would like to say.
I just want to start with this thank you, sir, and His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, for giving us this opportunity to voice out what is in our mind. Actually, it is an opportunity. We don't need to have so that we can voice out what is actually in us. See, like my friend has already pointed out. Yes, like my friend has rightly pointed out, or like he has rightly mentioned, actually, all of us have appreciated Kano scholarship. And ever since we came back to France, we've been looking forward to have an opportunity like this so that we can appreciate all that has been done to us. He said that he is sending a prayer for this administration to continue this. Actually, I see it more or less as not only as continuity, but as kind of consolidation of what has been initiated by the Red Cap administration in those times. It is an initiative of the Concosia inclined government for all those that serve as the initiators and masterminders of the program Concosia inclined. To mention but a few, Professor Hafiz Abubakar, the then Deputy Governor, I could remember when he was addressing us before we embarked on the journey to France, he was putting on the red cap. So and Honorable Girma, who has been the father, the role model, and all that, he has played a very good role in making sure that this program comes to be. It is an opportunity for me again to at least, despite all the appreciation, to pray like my friend has done, if there is a way government will consolidate this program. Because many of us went to France with the intention of coming back with PhD. But along the line, for one reason or the other, something happened and we were not able to finish the program. Not finishing per se, some of us were successful in that they have gotten their PhD. There are still many of us who are yet to complete the PhD. So we are sending our prayer to His Excellency that is now with us, the Deputy Governor. If there is a way government will come to our aid to at least provide a chance and opportunity for us to go back to France to at least round up the program. That would be a very good thank you very much for listening to me, sir. We are very grateful.
Thank you very much for your comments and remarks. Be assured that on our side at the embassy we are fully committed to once again work with you. And when I see so much enthusiasm, I can only be sure that this is the way to go. If you don't mind, Excellency, I would like to just the mic to my two colleagues here, who maybe have some specific responses that can be made to some of the remarks have been made.
Good afternoon, everyone. Deputy Governor, Excellency, Alumni. As we explained, my name is Magali Losange, and I'm the Deputy Director of the H.E Comr of Nigeria. I'm also the linguistic attaché for the French Embassy, and I think that you can hear it. I'm also very moved by the discussion, feedback, comments, and testimonials we just heard today. And I'm thinking about a presentation and discussion we had yesterday. We went to 2 universities yesterday to discuss with students who might be interested in going to France. And interestingly enough, we received a couple of questions about the experience of living in France. We heard some concerns, a little bit of fear about being from Nigeria, being from the north, having a faith, and being able to live and sustain over there. And I think my colleague gave a very nice answer, but most importantly, I think that it would be great for you to be in touch with the students, to share your own stories, and to make them feel that it can only be a positive and rewarding experience. I will let Sebastian give you more feedback and information about that. To go back to the alumni who won the competition yesterday, I would like to tell him that thank you. Congratulations. I should say that your picture is at the Institut Français, in the middle of the building. It's the first thing that students get to see when they go to classes. And again, I think it's important for them to see other Nigerians We went through the experience of living in France, and we came back with a positive experience. Thank you very much for what you have given today. Merci beaucoup. Yesterday I met with a few people who are involved in the promotion of the French language in Nigeria, in Kano more specifically. I'm quite happy to see them again today. We started a discussion that I think was quite important because they came back with a couple of different requests, concerns, questions. And I told them yesterday that it would be hard for me to answer to all of them, but that the dialogue was just getting started, and I was excited to know who is doing what, and I want to make sure that we stay in touch so we can work on specific actions. To name a few of them, we discussed about the Congress I would like to organize in October. So I've been in Nigeria since September, and one of the main challenges I have is to make sure that I'm working together with all the Association des Professeurs de Français, French Teachers Association. There are many, all of them have different agenda, and I think it's a pity. I think we should work within a network to be more powerful, impactful. I also think that it's important for me to get data, numbers, profiles, who are the French teachers of Kano, what type of training have they received initially, what resources and platforms and content they use on a regular basis. All of that I think need to be properly addressed, which is why I offer for us to meet in Badagry in October during 3 days. We are starting to work on a specific program. It will be an opportunity for us to present all the tools provided by the French Embassy, and also again for them to explain more specifically the challenges they are going through. That's one thing. Then I also heard that back in the days, French was providing much more support to French teachers. So I had to explain to them how we work nowadays, especially through tools like the FSPI, Fonds de Solidarité pour les Projets Innovants. So we have a more specific approach whereby we usually have 2 years to put in place an innovative project. And what is more important is that this project is created in cooperation with states, Ministry of Education of different states. We are currently running a project with 5 states. And what I heard yesterday makes me think that we have to make sure that the next project will be with Kano. This project is directly connected to the way French is being taught in secondary schools. So I think that we're going to get some books for the kids, equipment, technological equipment, training for teachers, and a radio program. As I explained, this program is for 5 states, and even if Kano is not directly targeted by this program, I will invite radio programs to be an opportunity to listen to the French language and so on. And finally, I also work hand in hand with the Alliance Française of Kano. As the ambassador was saying, this is your house. I believe that we can make sure that, we should make sure that this is a place for networking, not only for the French language, but also the Francophone cultures. Whether you improve your French or you've been exposed to the culture, you have a lot to share. Most of the activities are usually creating with the local community. So I think that's another thing we need to work on. Make sure, first of all, that you know the address, but also that you are involved yourself in the different activities provided and offered to the young Nigerians. Merci beaucoup. Thank you.
Bonjour à tous. Your Excellency. My name is Sébastien Bédé, and I'm in charge of academic and scientific cooperation at the French Embassy. I would like first to congratulate all of you for two main reasons. From my experience here in Nigeria, I know that to think that speaking country is a challenge. So first of all, I would like to congratulate you for that reason. The second reason is for your outstanding academic results. The feedback, yes, we can be proud of that. The feedback we got from universities is excellent. And with your experience, you also paved the way for more students, Nigerian students, to go to France. You changed the image of Nigerian academics, scholars, and students. So you can also be proud of that. That's excellent. So I hear you asking for more scholarships, more cooperation, and I think that there is a key word here is empowerment. you are strong from this experience in France. You know the French higher education system, the research system, the education in France. And of course, we are willing to revive the scholarship program with Kano State. Of course, we want to do that. But I would like also you to think that you can also take advantage of this experience. Now you're working with this institution, state universities, and think that you can develop programs with French universities. You know, PhD supervisor, master degree director in France. And with the support of the French embassy, myself, I think we can work on new programs to develop exchange and mobility student programs. I mean, we should think this way. And moreover, French universities have their own scholarship programs. The French embassy has its own program. You can check also on Campus France. Yesterday we did 2 presentations in front of students that are also willing to go to France. There is a list of scholarships programs available in France on the Campus France website. I can share that with you. So there are plenty of opportunities, but that's great that we have the chance. We started this mobility program with Kano States, but I think that we have to think wider to enlarge the opportunities and develop more programs and collaboration with French universities. And I count on you to reach me out and work on this. Thank you.
Okay, the only presentation occupies 2 of the students to the ambassador.
Je vais parler en français et puis traduire en anglais. Donc, bonjour encore. Je suis ici pour présenter le cadeau au nom de l'association de professeurs de français de Kano. Comme je vous disais tout d'abord, je suis le président. Donc, je remplace tous les professeurs de Kano de donner ce cadeau à Madame l'ambassadrice de Nigeria, de France, au Nigeria. Donc, ce que nous demandons ici, souvenir de la nappe de Kano pour l'ambassade de France au Nigeria. Voilà.
Je peux faire une photo avec vous?
Ok. Avec moi?
Oui.
Au milieu,
voilà.
C'est une grâce qui est
Wani ya ɗauka sai ba wani ba wani space shi ne. Wani ya ɗauka sai ba wani space. Kar ka je kusa da shi ga nan gefen.
Merci beaucoup. Vous voulez
ça va aller comme ça.
Membre. Oui, oui, oui. Programme patron. Oui.
Maybe I come near the.
I came here to use that.
C'est magnifique.
Merci à vous. Okay, là, another.
Donc, le deuxième cadeau, nous allons donner au monsieur le gouverneur de Kano. C'est la tour Eiffel, c'est les symboles très importants de France. Oui, c'est Paris. Donc, Je vais maintenant présenter au gouverneur de Kano. I would like to present this award to His Excellency, the Governor of Kano State. Presented by Deputy Governor Comrade Aminu Abdussalam, our father. In the name of Allah, I'm presenting this award.
I would like to say a word about this temple, the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower in most foreign countries is about Paris, romantic city, but actually you have to know the history of the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower actually is a symbol of innovation and technology at the time. It was in 1898. This is the winning prize of the Universal Fair that was done in Paris. And it was to show how to make big buildings, and it asked for a lot of innovation at that time and technology to do such a high monument. So that's a very nice temple. Yes.
So you can go back to so you will sign the business book. Sign the business book. Wai da wasu